Alright guys, so we have the PvP tier list updated, we have the PvE tier list updated, and I think it's about time for us to update last the Magic Candy tier list, and of course, Guild Boss Battle and things like that. I'll try to slowly get into, but there's a lot of things changing as of right now for the Guild Boss Battle, and it has changed quite a bit too, so I will update you guys on that. But kind of wanted to talk about Magic Candies and the ones that you really should focus on. There is a tier list. I do have tier list for it, and I will share with you guys later. But in the end, the ones that are really going to be worth it are going to be the ones that are really in the S and then the A tier with some exceptions. All right. So right now there are a total of 19 cookies, and you guys can see all of them right over here, from squid ink all the way down to milk cookies. So all these cookies have Magic Candies right now. Of course, not all of them are plus 30 for me. I think it's a waste of resources to upgrade a couple of them that just isn't really worth it. All right. So I'm going to go over the ones that I really think that you guys should build, and the reasons why you guys should, and then talk about the other cookies as well and what you really shouldn't. All right, so starting off with the cookies that you really need to level up right now, or you got kind of really just need to invest in. All right, first two that I'm going to talk about is going to be the supports, and the ones that are actually just absolutely OP, and that's no other than Cream Puff as well as Parfait. Alright, so these two supports right now are used almost like, everywhere except for exception like Guild Boss Battle, where specific teams are needed, or some arena. But Parfait right now is almost using everything except Guild Boss Battle. Cream Puff is using almost everything except for the sometimes Guild Boss Battle and the arena as well. Alright, but Cream Puff has a really big presence inside of the Cookie Alliance as well as the World Exploration because of her buff that is given when you guys have the Magic Candy. So not only do you get increased attack here, but you also have some stun resist, and you have skill damage, healing is really good, and some extra damage resist for herself. You also do have right here crit damage increase as well. This is the reason why she is so good inside of World Exploration as well as Cookie Alliance, because the cap is 25%, which is really good, additional to the heal that she is able to provide. Alright, so she is absolutely amazing and has been ever since her Magic Candy came out. She was widely used. Of course, she did get pushed out of the arena and such, but still inside of Cookie Alliance and other other game modes like World Exploration especially, very good in keeping your team alive. And the next one is going to be Parfait. Parfait as well, ever since her Magic Candy came out, she has been absolutely amazing. The one that she really did lack was the the healing aspect of things and her long cooldown, but because of her buff, she's actually really good now. And she's not only able to convert excessive healing to HP shield, she's also able to give some HP shields, and also she is also able to have debuff immunity to the cookie with the highest attack. And then you have the healing that is going to do actually extra healing when it crits. She has her extra normal continuous heal, and then she's also able to have some burst heal when she gets to plus 10 and above. All right, so she's actually really amazing, and additional to that, she still has debuff resist, defense, and the extra healing like I said before. And she is using World Exploration and especially the arena right now because of her skill. All right, so these two are going to definitely be worth it if you guys are ever deciding to see, hey, which of the Magic Candies are worth it. I would say these two you have to build right now. Of course, it may change, but these in the long run inside of World Exploration and such, they're not gonna be removed from the team anytime soon, in my opinion, unless something like their skill comes out, that is a little bit better. All right, so those are the two supports, and now the two damage dealers I want to kind of recommend are going to be actually Black Raisin as well as Snow Sugar. And also, kind of right now iffy a little bit is the Squid Ink. All right, Squid Ink is still going to be really amazing. So it started off, Squid Ink has been meta inside of the Living Abyss. However, that has completely changed with the release of Creme Brulee, and Squid Ink is just not as used, I would say, inside of the game as before. All right, but still inside of Cookie Alliance, inside of World Exploration, as an epic cookie, Squid Ink is able to do some insane amount of damage. You're able to have some good amount of damage resist as well because of the skill. All right over here. And you also have, water type damage. You have the extra defense down and stuff like that. So, I mean, screening is not bad, but because of the fact that screening has been pushed out, it might be a little bit iffy. But Black Raisin, on the other hand, very, very good damage deal. You're able to do crit damage, you have area damage, you have amplified debuff, you have weakness stacks, and also is used inside of something like the guild boss battle right now with the Red Velvet Dragon. So Black Raisin is really, really good. And again, inside of, things like Cookie Alliance, you can use Black Raisin. Also, inside of the World Exploration, episode 17 and 18 was a lot easier when using Black Raisin as well. But another contender right now is going to be Snow Sugar. So Snow Sugar is, I wouldn't say like super, super amazing in other game modes than, PvP. But PvP right now, Snow Sugar is still really, really good. But inside of World Exploration and something like even the Guild Boss Battle and the Cookie Alliance, Snow Sugar can be used and is a great replacement for some other cookies as well while you guys are leveling them up with the Magic Candy. The reason why I say this is because inside of the Guild Boss Battle, you actually can use Snow Sugar if you guys are still using something like the Sherbet comp and you guys just don't have the cookies to, especially Rockstar, to out heal the damage that is being done. You can slow down the dragon like crazy with Snow Sugar and the Magic Candy. All right, so you're able to not only get damage resist or damage focus, but also able to have some HP shield. You're able to slow them down. You're able to kind of freeze them as well if you guys use with someone like Frost Queen. And then you're just able to do a lot of extra stuff with Snow Sugar right now. And I would say for anybody who's like just wondering what you should invest in as of right now, getting Snow Sugar to level 10 would not be a bad idea. So in my opinion right now, the two that I kind of random recommend is going to be Black Raisin and then Snow Sugar. And then a little bit iffy is going to be Scooting. But overall, I mean, as an epic cookie with this Magic Candy, very, very good. All right, and then now we're going to talk about the, cookies that are more situational, which is going to be someone like Tea Knight right over here. And then we have someone like Rye. We also have Mango, as well as someone like Sorbet. All right, so these four are more situational in my opinion, especially Tea Knight is more PvP in the one-shot comps right now. We have Rye, who's going to be more of a boss killer with, multiple hits, single hit damage dealer. We have Mango, who's kind of used inside of Cookie Alliance as well with water teams and the weakness debuff and just the area damage as well. And then we have Sorbet with some extra, area damage, kind of area damage in a line. And then also that burst damage as well with, single hits. So these guys are not bad, more situational again. And then lastly is going to be Madeline. And I have to say Madeline has kind of come up in the tier list. I used to put Madeline in like B tier because Madeline wasn't used as much, but now with Madeline having that ability to be used inside of the Living Abyss along with Creme Brulee and then also inside of the arena as well, I would say Madeline is more situational with the Guild Boss battle teams that are being used right now for the Living Abyss. All right, and then the rest of it, someone like Molosauce, Espresso, Vampire, Werewolf, Latte, Purple Yam, Licorice, Wildberry, and Milk. All these other ones, they're really just not really worth it anymore, I would say, unless like a specific team comes out to bring them up into the tier list somehow, some way. But right now, from the looks of it, it's just really not worth it, and I'll have to consider just the 10 cookies that I have. Even 10 is a lot, so I would choose from there as of right now until new ones comes out. Again, we do have some talks about like Moon Rabbit coming out, so we'll see how that goes. But that's pretty much what we got here, guys. Out of the 19, I would recommend 10. 9 of them, just kind of push them out. And then from the 10, I already told you guys the 4/5 that are going to be really, really good. And then the rest of them, rest of the 5 are going to be more of the situational, focusing on specific game modes that you guys have and you guys need to focus on. All right, so hope you guys found the video helpful. That is going to be the last Magic Candy tier list for 2023. Hope you guys found the video helpful, and I will catch you guys all on the next one.